it's very seldom where I feel like I wrote a hit. This is one of those songs where I feel like I wrote a hit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Yeah, yeah.
I've already teased it a lot on the internet and people keep telling me to drop it and like threatening me to drop it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's not gonna make me drop it any faster.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But it's on the way.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yo. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna slide him through the door. Don't come up here and interrupt me again. I'm doing an interview. I feel like we in jail. Just slid this nigga papers through the door.
Hey. Right.
Being creative motivates me to get up in the morning. Chasing some money motivates me to get up in the morning. Like, I'm self-employed now. So like, I don't have a check every 2 weeks. So it's like, I gotta get up and get to this paper in order to have lights and a roof over my head and a car and a phone and all that other stuff. I make my music for myself. Why? Cause if I don't like it, then that don't even matter. I make my music for me, to challenge myself, and then I make music for other people. But I gotta make music for me first. Cause if I make music for other people, then I'm just a slave. And I try not to be a slave as much as possible. What's crazy is that like, I didn't necessarily think music was gonna be like my profession. Like I used to make a bunch of mixed CDs at my dad's house. My dad was like the bootleg man. And he just had like mad mixtapes and shit. And I would just like go and see what new shit he had, make a bunch of CDs for myself to take back to my mom's crib. As an adult, I realized that was like sequencing. That was like putting like songs together. I was like making playlists before playlists was really even a thing. So like, I feel like I've always had it, I just wasn't tapped into it when I was younger. I didn't necessarily think I was gonna be the person to wear all the hats, but like that shit gets costly. Like making music is not cheap. Like if you wanna take yourself seriously and have that shit to be quality, that shit take a lot of time and money. And when I started out, I didn't have a lot of money. So I was like, I gotta figure out how to do this myself. It's a process, it's a struggle for me, but like, I try to gas myself up as much as possible. Like I know I'm dope. Like I didn't win Producer of the Year for nothing.
I've been trying to get the bounce back. This is what it's like to leave a house for a grand, but somehow you bring an ounce back.
Shit.
My beats are like my children, and you can't just let anyone babysit your kids. That's big facts. I make my beats with no intention of no words being put on them at all. I just like instrumentation. I just like instrumentals. I like just listening to beats. So like when I reach out to someone, it's because I genuinely want to put a body of work out with them. I try to keep people around me that keep me on my toes. I don't ever want to feel stagnant as far as like my creativity goes. So like, that's why I be tapped in with Grandace and stuff and D8, and I do all these different collaborations because it brings something else out of me, and it's not just me just making music for myself. You know what I mean? I think it was either the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019. I was like, bro, y'all about to start seeing my name literally everywhere. And sure enough, I did that shit. So if I feel like if my hand isn't everything, then like I can get my foot in the door easier, in theory, to wherever I want to go. And I don't know where that is, but I just am trying to get somewhere other than here. I would be very content like having a place here and then like traveling 2 or 3 times each month to go like handle my business, do whatever I need to do. Cause like, it's not necessarily like the city, it's more so about like you and people just getting used to you. So it's like, once people get used to you, they know you're gonna be at this bar doing a show. Like you kind of have to take that energy and like move it elsewhere in order to like still have some sort of growth, because you can't just keep doing that in the city. People are gonna expect you to be here, and then that's how you get stagnant and that's how you get discouraged. Cause I get it. I've been here my entire duration and I'm tired of it. But like my roots are here. I'm still like a resource to people here. And that's not stopping me or preventing me from leaving. It's just that like, I don't know, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'm just not ready yet. The older I get and the more that like I do my music, the more I understand that it's not just like the music business you're getting into, you're also getting into the people business. You have to make people like you just as much, or if not more, than like the art which you're trying to get them to like. I feel like if more people understood that, maybe they would get more people to like gravitate towards them. But even then, you're not necessarily promised anything. It's no real cut and dry answer to me. I really don't think, because like what one person says may not work for another artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just have to be able to have an open mind, try new things, allow yourself to fail, because you're going to fail in one way, shape, or another. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lot of my time with people that need and want my time. Even though I do seek music for pleasure, I seek music for business too. Like, this is how I make my money. And I'm not about to let no one come in between my livelihood. If I didn't have this, I would not physically be on this earth right now. Like, that's not nothing to say to be cute or anything. It's like, that's how much I'm into this shit. And that's why I have my hands and everything. Cause so like, even if I feel like I can't write, I can produce. If I feel like I can't produce, I can write or still engineer. Like, the music don't stop for me. It can't stop for me, because if it stops, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
Yeah. Why?
A decade down the line, like when you speak about Cincinnati and like the music scene here, that like I can't not be in the conversation. Like, it's impossible at this point. I've mixed too much music. I've produced too many projects with too many people. I've done too many verses. I've done entirely too many shows. I'm respected too much for that not to happen. So like, I want to make sure that once I do leave here, so to speak, whether it be Cincinnati or just here in general, that like people can look at my catalog and everything I've done and they can say like, yo, like he was working, and we may or may not have even known it. I feel like people measure success by how like seen you are. And that's not all the way true. I just want to be able to change how we look at things as far as like success goes and what it means to make it or be put on. You know what I mean? It's not always about the glitz and glamour. It's really about the behind the scenes work and how much work you're doing when the camera is not on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I want my legacy to be.
When you ride in my future, understand we caught a vibe to get higher than music. I'd rather look right in your eyes when the skies are the bluest. I confided in you when my mind was too wild and clueless. I know you were scared. I mean, it happened hella fast, yeah, we wasn't prepared. Figured you roll with the punches, but it sucks, cause it's love will have you thinking, feeling things.